సో వీడియో ఎవరన్నా కనుక ఆన్ చేస్తుంటే ఆపేసేయండి. సో let us minimize this. Right. Good morning everybody. So today's topic is image enhancement. So what is image enhancement is it improves the quality of the image. So it may be done by using spatial domain method, and second one is frequency domain method. What is the difference? Let me explain now. So spatial domain means it is like pixel by pixel operations. Pixel by pixel operations. That means now let us take one image here. This is my image. So this is my image matrix, for suppose. Now I will take each pixel value, for example 2, and this is 3, and this is 4, and etc. I will take some different values here, and what I will do is I will do certain operations. For example, I can have a mapping values, like for example here, see, I will take one map here. This is, for example, I have only 7 L values. That means only 7 possible gray values are there, for example. So let us suppose this is only 3-bit ADC. 3-bit ADC means how many pixels are possible? Totally 8 pixels are possible. Let us suppose that is 0. So for example, this is my R. R is the input value, and S is mapping output value. This is 0 and 1 to up to 7, for example. So I can have certain formula to change this S value in terms of R value. For example, S is equal to, maybe my S is equal to R plus R minus 1, for example. Then what I have to do? 0 minus 1. Anyway, 0 minus 1 minus 1 is not possible. 1 minus 1 becomes 0, and 2 minus 1 becomes 1, and 3 minus 1 becomes 2. That means whatever may be the value present in this image will be replaced with corresponding mapping pixel value. For example, R value 2. Now where is 2? This is my input. Then with what value I have to replace this is by S value. So that means 1. Now I have to replace this 2 with 1. That means what I will do is I will change each pixel value, and there will be a formula corresponding to how to change that pixel values. Anyway, these things we will discuss in one by one operations. Okay, then our main concentration is in spatial domain. We operate pixel by pixel, and in frequency domain, first we will convert this to a frequency domain information. For example, with respect to F, if it is a signal, and we will find out the frequency value and H of F. Then I will find these response here like this. And for example, I want to eliminate certain frequencies. I will eliminate those frequencies, and I will pass this information to a filter which is capable of passing only one particular information. Then again I will convert back that to spatial domain. So that is the operation. So similar to your previous case. So now that means there are two operations, enhancement methods possible here. One is spatial method, second one is frequency domain. In spatial domain, what we do is we take the matrix as it is, and we will apply certain formulas or enhancement methods directly on the pixel values. without any manipulation, without any transformation. In frequency domain, what we will do is, first we will convert that image to frequency domain and do certain operation, and again after doing the operations we will convert back to spatial domain. So the spatial domain is a direct method, whereas the frequency domain is indirect method. In certain applications we will use spatial domain, and in certain applications we will use frequency domain. Particularly for filtering operations and etc., we will use frequency domain, and some contrast stretching and image negative and log transformations, gamma corrections, etc., we will use spatial domain. So that means depending on the application, we have to choose certain method. So now let us understand what is intensity transformations, how to convert the intensity values to a new intensity values, which either we will enhance it, or sometimes we may compress, or we will stretch it, or we can convert it into, for example, if it is a black, we can convert it into white, etc. We will do certain operations. Each one is called as enhancement method only. So in this we are going to learn about what is image enhancement and different kinds of image enhancement based on, one is point processing, that means each pixel we will take and do certain operation, and second one is histogram processing and neighborhood operations. All these things we will come to know. That means try to understand this point, very very important point. Based on this only entire chapter is that. For example, now let us take one image like this. చాలా కేర్ఫుల్గా వినండి. ఇవన్నీ కూడా టెక్స్ట్ బుక్లో కొంతవరకే ఉంటాయి, ప్రాక్టికల్గా నాలెడ్జ్ బట్టి చెప్తున్నాను నేను. పాయింట్ ప్రాసెసింగ్ మీన్స్, లెట్ us suppose each pixel you take like this and apply certain algorithm. For example, S is equal to log R. Means what we will do, we will take R value, intensity value, and replace S is equal to log R. That means for example, what is log R plus 1? To avoid log R plus 1, for example, so what is log 1 plus 1? So log 2, what is log 2 value? So we will replace this 1 with log 2, then this one 2 with log 3, 3 with log 4, etc. So that means we are operating on each pixel value and we are going to apply certain formula and replace that pixel value. We are not considering the neighborhood values. Whereas in histogram processing, we will calculate based on how many number of pixels we have. For example, మీ క్లాసులో ఎంతమంది బాగా చదువుతున్నారు అంటే 7 పాయింట్ కంటే ఎక్కువ వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఎంతమంది, 8 పాయింట్ కంటే ఎక్కువ వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఎంతమంది, అలాగా ఈచ్ లెవెల్ ఇఫ్ ఐ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ అండ్ we will calculate how many pixel values are corresponding to 2, how many pixels values are corresponding to 4. Based on that we will get some impression. With that statistical values, if we process, that is called as histogram processing. And third one is neighborhood processing. In neighborhood, what we will do is, we will consider, for example, if I want to change this pixel value at this particular point, I am not going to consider only that particular value, but I will consider all the neighborhood values into account, and I will multiply those value with certain masks. For example, 111, 101, etc. And then I will replace that value. That means in neighborhood operation, what we will consider is, we are not going to consider only that particular value, and we will consider the neighborhood information also. For example, if I want to give you a job, for example, in certain job interviews, they will see only your performance, and in certain job information they will see your Facebook and see how many friends you have, and what is your friends behavior, and that also they will count. In that way they will estimate your character. So that means if they consider your neighborhood, that means surrounding the people surrounding you, and calculate estimate, then exactly we can predict that type of personality, how he is. So for example, if I interview only one person, ఇంకొక సరదాగా ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకో, పెళ్లి చూపులకి వెళ్తున్నారు అనుకోండి, ఒక్కళ్ళనే చూస్తే అదొక రకంగా ఉంటుంది. అదే జనరల్లీ ఇన్ అవర్ మ్యారేజ్ సిస్టమ్ దే విల్ నాట్ కన్సిడర్ ఓన్లీ వన్ పర్సన్ ఇంటూ అకౌంట్. ఎవరైతే బ్రైడ్ గ్రూమ్ ఉందో, బ్రైడ్ ను అనే కన్సిడర్ చేయకుండా విల్ కన్సిడర్ ది ఫ్యామిలీ మెంబర్స్, హౌ దే ఆర్ అండ్ హౌ దే ఆర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఆల్సో, అండ్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ విల్ కన్సిడర్. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ as neighborhood operation. If I consider only one to one, then it is called as point processing. Right. I think you have understood. Then we'll go to the next slide. A note about gray levels. So far we have spoken about only image gray levels values that are in range of 0 to 255. 0 is black and 255 is the white. There is no reason why we have to choose in this region 0 to 255 stems from the display technologies. For many image processing operations in this lecture, gray levels are assumed to be given in the range 0 to 1 also. So sometimes they will give 0 to 1, sometimes they will give 0 to 255 also. But generally 0 to 1 picture, if the range is in 0 to 1, it is called as black and white image. So image enhancement is a process of making images more useful. That means it highlights the interesting details sometimes. And another very important point is we can remove the noise so that image appears very good. Those things. Sometimes ఇంకా ఇమేజ్ ఎన్హాన్స్మెంట్ లో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కళ్ళ కింద వలయాలు కనపడటం, లేకపోతే కొంతమంది బాగా పాత ఓల్డ్ హీరోస్ ని న్యూ హీరోస్ గా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేయటం, ఇట్లాంటివి కూడా జరుగుతాయి అన్నమాట. అంటే ఇన్ దట్ సెన్స్ హౌ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ అంటే ముడతలు పడితే చర్మంలో, లేకపోతే అలాంటి ఏమన్నా సందర్భాలు ఉన్నప్పుడు కూడా ఇమేజ్ క్వాలిటీని అంటే లేనిది ఉన్నట్టుగా భ్రమ కల్పించడం కూడా ఒకటి జరుగుతుంది. Whereas image restoration, generally it will not involve in those things. Image enhancement, for example, it improves the image, making the images more visually appealing. That means బాగా లావుగా ఉన్న వాళ్ళని సన్నగా కనపడేట్టు చేయొచ్చు, నల్లగా ఉన్న వాళ్ళు తెల్లగా ఉన్న వాళ్ళు నల్లగా చేయొచ్చు, ఇలా రకరకాలు వాట్ ఎవర్ మే బి ది యూ ఫీల్ ఎన్హాన్స్మెంట్ మెథడ్. So for example, there is a image here where exactly in this particular image there are certain black shades where we cannot visualize clearly. That can be improved in this particular second image, where you can understand clearly exactly what is the shape of the pixel values. And another one is here also you see here the white portion has been eliminated, enhanced, so that it appears more visible. You see here the black shades of these bones can be visualized very clearly. Are you able to see or not the difference? Or otherwise you can see later also in. So particularly see here the white portions have become whiter and the black portions also becomes lighter. You see clearly there is a noise here in the image, first image, and it has been eliminated in the second image. So that type of noise is like for example salt and pepper noise, Gaussian noise, etc. can be eliminated by frequency domain filterings. And if it eliminates the filter, noise is eliminated, then the second picture is more appealing. So these are all very important applications. So see here, this is also very important application. You see in the first image, if you magnify the eyes, the first picture eyes has some some darker shadows or shades under the eye, and the second picture little enhanced, and third picture there is no darker shades. So compared to the first picture, the third picture is more appealing. So in that way you can improve the image quality. So direct manipulation is called as spatial domain, and manipulation first into the Fourier transform or wavelets and then again converting back to the original image is called as frequency domain. And spatial domain will be denoted by expression called g of xy is equal to some transformation of x of y. That means, for example, let us take one simple example here. Is s is equal to t of r. For example, I have an image with only 4 intensity values. Simple case, let us take very simple case. I have only 4 intensity values. What are they? For example, first one is 0, second one is 1, and third one is 2, and fourth one is 3. Now I can do, for simplest form is s is equal to tr, means some transformation of r. Let us suppose s is equal to, I have written only r, that is identity. S is equal to r is a simple form now. So what happens? S is equal to r means 0 is equal to 0, 1 is equal to 1, 2 is equal to 2, and 3 is equal to 3. Now S is equal to, for suppose r power 2, for example, then what happens? 0 becomes 0, 0 square, 1 become 1, 2 is 4 square, not possible, so 2 will become 3 because maximum value, and 3 becomes 3. That is that. So that means there will be some formula in between the input intensity values and output intensity values. Then these mapping we will use as a table, lookup table, and convert this matrix. For example, my matrix is now my image is, for example, listen very carefully. My image is, for example, 0, 2, 5, etc. Now I am taking only the first and whatever may be the second values. Second and third columns I am leaving. And now what I will do is, I will consider now this mapping. The 0 will be replaced by, this is R and this is my S. Then what I will do is 0 is replaced by 0 only. And 2 is replaced by, now where is 2? Input 2 is replaced by 3. And this 3 is replaced by 3 only. Like this, what we will do, we will take each pixel value. For example, this is 1 and the 1 is replaced by 1 only. So that means each pixel value we have to take, and we will go with lookup table, and lookup table is prepared according to our formula, and we will compare those values and replace the present value with the updated value. That's all. This is the simplest form of pixel manipulation, right? Okay, then thresholding. What is thresholding? Let us understand this thresholding. It is very simple. Let me explain this also, and after that we will see octave commands also. Don't worry about it. Now I have a image like this. Same previous example let us take. Now only 4 values. For simplicity I am taking 4 values. It is not possible in real time. 4 values we will take. One is for R, the first one is for R, and second one is for S. And this is my 0, and this is 1, and this is 2, and 3. So 4 values are possible. Now what is my thresholding function? What it does is, I will take, if my pixel values are 0 and 1, I will make it as 0. And if it reaches certain threshold, that means 1, I will make it as 1. That means what is my function now? Up to 0 to 1, it is 0, and up to greater than 1, it becomes 1. That means now let us suppose I have R and S flat. It is very simple to understand with examples. I have 4. అప్పుడు టెక్స్ట్ బుక్లో ఏవో 50 వాల్యూస్ రాస్తారు, అది మనం చూసుకోకూడదు. ఓన్లీ 2 ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకోవాలి. Let us plot this one. Then what happens? S and R, what is my value? So for 0 1 it will be 0, and then after that what happens? It becomes 1. So that means this is a function for thresholding. Then how it becomes? For example, now let us have 1 2 my pixel 3, and this is 3, then 2, then 1 2 3 and 1. What is my output value then? Just you need to compare that, whether it is greater than 2 or greater than 1. Then what it becomes? It becomes 1. When it is less than 1, it becomes 0. Then you compare those values. 1 is 0, it is not greater than 1. 2 is greater than 1, so it becomes 1. Again 3 1, then 1, then 2 is 1, and this is 0. 1 is 0, and 2 is 1, and 3 is 1, and 1 is 0. That means then this picture, this has so many intensity value. Now it has been converted into only 2 intensity values. This is called as black and white picture. You can have any threshold value. You can, for example, you can take that up to 0 1 2, you can make it 0, and third value is 1. That also you can do. Otherwise only 0 value is 0, and make all other values 1. Like this, for example, I'll take eraser now. Now for example, I have intensity values from 0 to 255. This is my R, for suppose, and this is my S value. Then how I can take a threshold value in between, some 125 or something I have to take, or any value depending on our application. Up to this is 0, and after this becomes 1. This is thresholding function. Or otherwise ideally it is not possible, so I can have little variation also. Like this also I can do, right? So thresholding produces a binary image, and there will be masks also. They are called as filters or kernels, which will be very useful for point operations. And third one is mask processing is also important. We will discuss mask processing also. That means one example we will take with for mask processing. I have image like this. I have pixel values. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, like this. Right. Then I have a mask here. The mask is a very simple mask. Let us take very simple mask here. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1, 1. Let us take only 1, 1. Sorry. Let us take a very simple mask. I said very simple, no? Very simple mask let us take. That is 1, 1. Then I will do some convolution with this one. Then what happens? This is, let us suppose, origin. For replacing 6 value, what I have to do is, I will explain now. 6 value. Now let us put this mask over this. So this is 1 and the neighborhood of this one is 1. Both we have to take 6 plus 7 by 2. What is 6 plus 7 by 2? 13 by 2, 6.5. That means the 6.5 rounded off, then it will become 6 only. Then new value become, this is, let us suppose ఇక్కడ ఇలాగే రాస్తున్నా 6 plus 7 by 2. తర్వాత రౌండ్ చేసుకోండి మీరు. First value is 6 plus 7 by 2. What about the second one? Second one is equal to 7 plus 8 by 2. 7 plus 8 by 2. Third value is 8 plus 9 by 2. Like that, we will place this mask on the each value and we will average it. Like this will go. For example, if it is 1 minus 1, what we will do is 6 minus 7 by 2. Then second pixel is 7 minus 8 by 2, etc. And we will see so many examples also. This is only basic introduction. So try to understand in that fashion only, as an introduction, not in detail. So that means the spatial domain is represented by simplest form, and it will be used for contrast stretching, and it will be used for thresholding to get a binary images. I already explained this point. So there will be relation between input and output like this. Already we have explained this. So see the thresholding operation, what I have explained here. Up to m, it is 0. That means m value may be some 125 and this value is 255. So from 125 to 255, this value is 1. Okay. So gray level transformations, there are 3 types. There may be linear transformations and logarithmic transformation and power law transformations. That means, let me explain with some example. Then only you can understand. Without example, you cannot understand. So for each one, you have to take one example and try to understand this. For example, linear transformation means R and S values. R is input values and S is the output values. If it is a direct relation like this, linear relation, then it is called as linear transformation. Or logarithmic transformation means like this, etc. Right. Now let us see all these things with our Octave software. One minute. First of all, log transformations let us see. Log transformation is nothing but you take one image, image is equal to imread lena.jpg png. It is already present in current directory. Then we need to convert the image is color image. We need to convert the color image to gray color image. Then we are going to show the picture here. Then what we are doing is we are going to find the logarithmic values. That means each value, each pixel value, we are multiplying with log c is equal to 45 and log 1 plus grayscale image. Now let me explain with clearly this. See here, the each pixel value, for example, first let me show that, then we will go with one by one. This we will run this. So this is enhanced image picture. You also can run this. I will share these values. Now let me explain each individually. First, what is one pixel value? Let us take image. Image is my pixel. Image is Lena image, and the grayscale image values. Let us take one particular value in that. ఒకే ఒకటి తీసుకుందాం జనరల్ గా మనకి అర్థం అవటం కోసం. Only one value I am taking. That is what value I can take? Some 1, 5 and first row 5th column value. What is that value? 161 is that particular intensity value. Now what we will do is we will apply log transformation to this. Then let us take C value. Now I replace this grayscale image value. Only one value I am taking. Just I will replace this with answer, because in answer what we have is 161. Then how it becomes, let us understand. What is answer for this? 161. 161 we are getting 161. For example, let us take the answer value, for example, for 20, intensity value 20. What is my result? Oh, sorry. Output, we have to see output. Sorry. I have to check output. Output is one for 20, we are getting 137. So see here, this is why how we have to learn our subject. Now see, ఇక్కడ రాసుకుంటున్నాను నేను. ఇది అసలు చదువు అంటే ఇది అన్నమాట యాక్చువల్గా. ఇట్లా అండర్స్టాండ్ చేసుకోవాలి. సో 20కి ఇప్పుడు ఎంత వచ్చిందంటే నాకు 137 వచ్చింది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇంకోటి చూద్దాం, వేరే కేసు, ఇంకో కేసు చూద్దాం. So let us replace this with 120. Let us take 120. So what is my value? Output value 120 ki 215 వచ్చింది. That means 120 ki 215 అంటే ఏం చేస్తుంది అన్నమాట, స్ట్రెచ్ చేసేస్తుంది బాగా. తక్కువ వాల్యూస్ ని ఎక్కువ స్ట్రెచ్ చేస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కువ వాల్యూస్ ఏమవుతాయి చూద్దాం. ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కువ వాల్యూస్ అంటే సమ్ 200కి ఏమవుతుందో చూద్దాం. అంతేనా? 200కి 238 ఎక్కువ స్ట్రెచ్ చేయట్లా, అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. రైట్. సో 1కి ఎంత స్ట్రెచ్ అవుతుందో చూద్దాం. వన్కి 31 చేసింది. అదే 160కి చూద్దాం, 220 చేస్తుంది. అలా సో వాట్ ఈస్ ఇట్స్ డూయింగ్ ఈస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్పాండింగ్ ద వాల్యూస్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్. అంటే ఎలా వస్తుంది పిక్చర్ అంటే గ్రాఫ్ కనుక తీసుకుంటే మీరు అన్ని వాల్యూస్కి 0 to 225, 0 to 255, this is my R value and this is my S value. Then if I plot, it will be like this. ఇలా వస్తుంది. అంటే ఐడెంటిటీ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ కనుక తీసుకుంటే ఇది ఈక్వల్గా వస్తుంది. అంటే ఎల్ వాల్యూ కనుక తీసుకుంటే ఇది 125. ఫర్ ఐడెంటిటీ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ వీ విల్ గెట్ సేమ్ 125 ఓన్లీ. 125. ఇక్కడ మాత్రం 125కి 125 రాదు, ఇంకా చాలా ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. మీరు చూసారా 215 దాకా వచ్చింది 125కి. దట్ మీన్స్ వీఆర్ గెటింగ్ సో మోర్ వాల్యూస్. ఇక్కడ కొంచెం ఎక్స్పాండ్ చేస్తుంది. అంటే you see the difference between this and this identity matrix and this matrix. So that is about pixel by pixel manipulation. 1 minute. So you can clearly understand with MATLAB or Octave. Otherwise it is a almost ఇంకా ఇమేజ్ ప్రాసెసింగ్ అంటే అదేదో పెద్ద డిఫికల్ట్ టాపిక్ అని అనుకుంటారు అంతే. బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ లైక్ దట్. Actually the most of the things are very simple, pretty simple in real world. Actually చాలా మంది ఏం చెప్పారంటే ఈవెన్ see here, next even you can do power law transformation also. The power law transformation formula is each image will be multiplied by to the power of gamma. The formula is R is S is equal to, you see here, C value is ranging from 0 to some 1 only. CR to the power of gamma. The gamma value is also from 0 to 1 and C value is 0.9 here. This is very useful in gamma correction. So gamma correction is useful to make the picture more beautiful for displaying images. For example, each CRT has certain problem associated inherently with that particular device. So when we display that, so this particular displaying device will introduce certain transformation that should be corrected so that we will get exact picture. And the gamma correction is for CRT monitors. Okay. Now let us run this and we will see how exactly quality improves. See here. Now I have also done certain things. You also do different pictures, and tomorrow we will continue for the remaining transformations with Octave software. And today the session is open for discussion. Now I'll stop my record.